Titus on. Non-stop jungle till I meet the quota. If I ain't farming, I ain't playing Dota. Where the creeps, I got to know. I spam my all so my farm can grow. Team says I'm useless, but I know I'm pro. Just gotta rice, gotta get that dough.
I'm blowing through these towers with the power of my double serpent ward. Refresher orb, and that's GG in half an hour. I ether shock. Yeah, that's the skill that I'm maxing. You can call me Rasta when you call.
Welcome again, guys, to another cast from your favorite caster, Giga, bringing to you the Razer event down here at 33 Lawn Street, the iPlay internet store. Come on down, guys. If you've never been down before, those of you who have been in the gaming scene for a while will know of the place. They do both StarCraft 2 and League of Legends events. Both of those are very successful. Now they've turned their hand into Dota 2 type events. First of which is this particular event. We are in the semi-finals. It's Giga versus iPlay. Two teams that we didn't want to go head-to-head. This is going to be a big play. One of these teams definitely is Avril's favorite. The other, not my favorite, but I want them to take it out just so I can say to Avril, I told you so. Gonna be jumping into the game now. The draft is already partially underway. Straight out of the Dire team, immediately banning Bat Rider, immediately banning Life Stealer. Those are very typical drafting bans straight off the bat. Nothing more to say about that. Pretty expected. Meanwhile, on the Radiant team, they've also banned out a pretty standard ban in the form of the OD, and they've chosen to ban out that hard farming Alchemist. You know, we all know how potentially dangerous that Alchemist was. We did see in a number of the matches today in those casts that he can farm like no one else. And by removing these four heroes, you've already removed a lot of potential problems that can arise. And again, we see an early pickup of Naga Siren. I can't believe my eyes. Since TI3, Naga Siren, first pick off the rank. I can't believe it. There's so many other heroes in the pool. Don't forget, there's a Darkseer there. There's a Visage and a Weaver and a Shadow Demon, and they're all in the pool. But off the rank, they chose Naga Siren up fast because they like your AoE, because they like the power of that net. And Visage being picked up by Radiant. Visage, Jakiro, and Shadow Demon, by far the three top tier 1 supports. Picking up straight away shows me that the Radiant team, they're not going to mess around in this game. They're going to have a strong offensive tri-lane, which consists of a Visage, Weaver in the long lane, giving away a little bit of a few cards early in the game, but there's not much you can do to shut down this tri-lane, and I can see it coming. Yet again, we see another Nature's Prophet comboing up with Naga Siren. We saw this exact two pickups in the first two pickups. Oh no, wait, it was I recast that. It was the top three, the first three pickups consist of Nature's Prophet and a Naga Siren for the last game, and we see again here Nature's Prophet making a reappearance. You know, this hero coming back into popularity, didn't really fall out of the high tiers, kind of went to the lower tiers for a little while. Now he's back in tier 1. That versatility, that global presence, his ability to just jump all over town and lay down the beatdown, that's why people like him. And we're now into the second banning phase. Really surprised to see their Clockwork on there. No one today, as far as I've casted, has picked up Clockwork. But already there we see Dire. They don't want to face the potential of that Clockwork. Immediate ban on that Clockwork. And Radiant don't want to see TA. They saw that game earlier today. Both that game way earlier today, where TA just steamrolled out of control, and that snowballing effect meant that one of those teams went home. So they don't want to face that. And again, another solid ban out of the Dire team. Bane seeing a lot of hate lately. You know, everybody knows the power of Bane. He's not always picked up. He's not, in my opinion, in that top 3 for supports. He is in the top 5. He is very annoying to deal with. But, you know, Nightmare, you can kind of get around Nightmare. Fiend's Grip is a channeling ability, so there is some ways to get around it. It really comes down to team makeup, but I don't think he deserves the banning that he's getting in this particular event. But that's just my opinion on the games that I've casted. I think that would have been much better used on a Jinkiro ban, or it could be much better on a Shadow Demon ban, or on a Leshrac ban. Those are the heroes we're seeing a lot of play of. Yeah, that is because the Nightmare is being banned, Bane is being banned, but the power, particularly of Jakiro, is so strong in those team situations. And we see there, early Queen of Pain ban out, which tells me they're looking to pick up Puck here for their mid slot, if they can, for their mid lane. Let's see if I'm right. Do they pick up Puck? Yet again, I am casting on my own in my little studio here, nice and warm, by myself. Just not as exciting when there's two casters over one caster, but in any case, I'm expecting to see a puck pickup here, or potentially maybe an unconventional Juggernaut pickup, just because they want to use that as the deny, and they're baiting the other team into picking up their puck. Queen of Pain and puck, you see those staging each other. When there's a Queen of Pain ban, normally it's followed by a puck pickup. When you see a puck ban, it's normally followed up by a Queen of Pain pick. This is not exclusive to each other, and it still leaves room for DK, but that's what I normally see in the drafting pattern, and it is the 4-drop ban, so normally it means you ban out something that you don't want to counter the thing you're about to pick. And what is it? I'm going with puck at this stage. Just want to say, this is the first game of the day that doesn't, or second game of the day that doesn't have a lifestealer. So we're not going to be seeing huge lifestealer bombs like we've been seeing before. And I was wrong. They picked up Next Assassin, spent some time deciding what it was they wanted to pick up, ate up half of their reserve time. So they did spend a lot of time deciding whether or not there was going to be Next Assassin or somebody else. They've chosen Next Assassin because they don't want to hand him over to the Dire team. Dire team now probably going to do the same. Now going to run into reserve time. And again, same scenario. They're going to be looking to pick up some supports for their support positions. Given that Bane's locked out, you know, only Bane is taken out of the pool, and that was taken out by them. We'll look at wow, we see Anti-Mage coming through. 3 carries so far, 3 core heroes. You know, one of these is going to be support, most likely Naga Siren. So an Anti-Mage coming out. Nobody snowballs like an Anti-Mage. You know, left alone. Those who follow my streams will know those games in the Kiwi Challenge series. Anti-Mage left alone. Every game he was left alone. GG within 30 minutes, but just because of the right-clicking potential, the farm that you can pick up, early battle, sub-12-minute battle furies, that's what you want to do when you've got Anti-Mage. And you know, my favorite song to play with Anti-Mage, You Can't Touch This by MC Hammer, because you can just blink away. So much escape potential right there. So the first time for this event, in the semi-finals no doubt, Anti-Mage makes an appearance, and we can see whether or not this Dire team has what it takes to give this Anti-Mage the room they need in order for him to get that farm, and whether or not this Dire team can shut down this Anti-Mage, whether or not they do what most teams do and try and out-farm the Anti-Mage, we'll still see. But they do pick up a Shadow Beam for that mid lane, for that mid position. This is going to be... oh, well, I am currently surprised. I say this is going to be a big play, but I'm not sure. There's going to be some really good setups with Impale, but you know, you normally like to see those AoE type effects happen. You know, you'd like to stack them with Darkseer or even a Warlock so that they're in position, stuff that locks them down. They are going to be locked down by Impale, but there's not a lot of sedentary lockdown ability, so this Shadow Fiend is going to need to be on the money. He's going to sit on the dime, and he's going to know when he's going to have to time those abilities really, really well. Meanwhile, the Radiant team, Dire team, recast Dire team, they pick up Lina. The third time we've seen Lina. Lina Laguna Blade, always handy to have. Her stun's very, very good if you can land it. Does combo a little bit with Nature's Prophet, and also with a good setup from Naga Siren. And potentially with the last hero they're going to pick up, which I believe it will be a Shadow Demon if it's not picked up here by the Radiant team. In terms of the last ban, Jaro being singled out and Puck being singled out. So now I'm really confused. They had staged oh, well, I'm not confused. I now understand why they've got the Shadow Fiend pickup and why they banded that Queen of Pain and why they banded their Puck. They want to give that Shadow Fiend enough room to maneuver around in the mid lane without being dominated by those traditional mid heroes. It still leaves Invoker in the pool, however, and Invoker versus Shadow Fiend, that could go in the way of an Invoker if played by an exceptionally well player. But I do think in this situation, it's not going to work out. They're going to be looking for something, probably a Kunkka to go in the mid lane. Luna being picked up, and I was right. Invoker straight off the bat. 0.15 seconds straight into Invoker. Invoker versus Shadow Fiend. Lina being babysat by Visage and Next Assassin. Weaver in the long lane by himself, or potentially vice versa. Not a Kunkka that I was expecting in the mid lane. Instead, Instead it was that Invoker. And let's have a quick look at the games and early items to see if they do what they always do. Look, we see a smoke and immediately an early game smoke pickup onto one of the teams. I'm going to say to who because it is an early game. And it's sentry wards and observation wards on both teams. So both teams know the power of the sentry wards. This makes me happy. And we see early smoke on one of these teams. So we're going to see good rotations early, potentially into the mid lane, roaming gank, especially with the global presence of some of these heroes. Right, in terms of laning, we've already kind of figured out what Radiant's going to do. What's Dire going to do? Obviously, Invoker mid going up against that Shadow Demon. We've got Anti-Mage in the top lane, potentially solo. We have seen that a number of times. And bottom lane going to potentially be a duo as opposed to a trio, with Nature's potentially either going to go jungle or it's going to be 2-1-2 split. We haven't seen one of those in a while in a tournament event environment. 2-1-2 not being a very particularly popular format of laning, or dual lanes as some people call it, you know. Yes, I don't know. 2-1-2, are they going to do a 2-1-2 split? Let's see. Are they going to leave Anti-Mage solo in the long lane? Is this going to be a tri-lane that consists of a weird combination of Nature's Prophet and Lina? Let's still see, because it is still early. No one's really moved into their lanes just yet. Tree's doing a bit of scouting, doing a bit of blocking. And bottom lane though, it is Luna on her own. Wow, this is, yeah, it was the reverse. So Weaver's gone into the tri lane as the carry with Visage and Nyx Assassin. Skitter. Whereas in the bottom lane, Luna's on her own. She's going to be doing the solo. She's going to be doing the solo thing instead of Weaver. That's potentially better, I guess, based on what I've been told. Anti-Mage is on his own. He's fighting against this team that doesn't. Whoa! And there's an immediate first blood in the middle lane. Smoke being used. Was smoke used? Smoke was used. Good rotation. Nice pick off there by, completely missed by me. Nice pick off there by FT. That's what we like to say. I said that's what I would like to see, and what I did, I missed it. Totally didn't miss it, but they're going in for the rotation into the top lane here. Anti-Mage, going to have some help here. There's a lot of lockdown that could potentially pick up this Anti-Mage. He can always escape, but also here comes Lina, here comes Nagasara, and they've got some surprises for these guys, and here they come. Through their ranks, not choosing to wrap around, not choosing to reveal their presence rather than wrap around from behind, just because the lane is so pushed. Quick look at early game CS. It says that Luna's having a great time. In fact, she's leading the table. It's only 1.5 minutes into the game. She's already got double the CS of some of the mid lane positions. In fact, Shadow Demon having a terrible time up against Invoker, but that's what we expected to see. We expected Invoker to have a good time against Shadow Demon because that's what we normally see with those extort builds. Everyone now jostling for position. Sentry wards and observer wards, some of them gone down, some of them being used for the warding. Not a lot. Still this auxiliary of wards sitting there on the support Weaver. Well, on one of these characters. Sorry, Nyx. Yeah. Some scrolls. Anti-Mage being harassed a little bit. In fact, his CS is very low. He is being effectively pushed out of the lane. This gives really a race in the bottom here between Luna and Invoker, I feel, because their CS is just starting to skyrocket away in comparison to some of these other lanes. Been asked if the iplay still made their own team. I can't answer that question. I will endeavour to seek that answer from somebody. Maybe someone can tell me by knocking on the door if it was or was not a Storm-made team. Invoker picking up a kill on Shadow Fiend in the mid lane using Cold Snap and just right clicks now that he's got that extort damage up. Doing what Invokers do against Shadow Demons in the mid lane, laying down the lore at least in that early phases. If the Shadow Demon, however, can get some souls up, then it won't be the case and he'll have a difficult time. Meanwhile, Luna pushing the lane in the top lane, feeling the love, sharing it in the form of an elusive beam onto the Nature's Prophet. And I'm missing all these plays in the top lane. Visage kills Lina, and Nagasara just finishes off an invisible Weaver who was looking to retreat. plays all over the place missed by your terrible, terrible, terrible favorite caster who can't seem to capture any of this on the actual screen. Yeah, Anti-Mage really struggling with farm in this top lane. He needs to get a little bit more control, but he's finding it too difficult. He's being out-harassed, just as you saw there, by the Weaver, by the range damage of this Visage, this nuke, and the occasional stun and mana burn by this Nyx. It's really screwing with his ability to get any kind of farm. Meanwhile, their Weaver's having a good time. He's having a very good time. He's supported by these two supports. He's easily being able to pick up a lot of CS, and there's not much that this dual lane can do. It is a 2-1-2 split at present, and that too, though, is in the middle lane in the form of Lena. She's looking for this opportunity. She's hidden. She's out of view. All she has to do is wait for this cold snap initiation. Oh no, she reveals herself. She has to go in. Shadow Demon doesn't see it. Here comes the stun, and out comes the cold snap. Reactionary TPs. They don't get the kill. He manages to escape. Unbelievable. Lena waited patiently for that cold snap initiation, more ice ball initiation, came down in the form of an sunbeam as opposed to a cold snap, and that really didn't screw up her stun. She did land it, but she wasn't expecting it, and was that the great opener? I don't know. This Invoker's doing well though, so I can't sort of berate him too much.
Thanks.
Meanwhile, I miss more action in the top lane. Naga Siren just killing Weaver with the help of Anti-Mage. I think there was a pursue down onto... oh, well, there's an net going down and a blink in. They're looking to get Visage. He wants to get away. He's trying for a nuke. There's no slow. There's a nice body block there. YOLO trying to shut him down. He's trying to get away. Misses the last body block. No more mana. Can't follow through. Does escape. But excellent body block there by TL Swag. While this action-packed game is making it difficult to keep track of what's going on, since there's engagements across all three lanes of this map. Quick look at the items doesn't reveal anything too amazing, given that it's only 6 minutes into the game. Neither do graphs. Graphs don't show much at all. They show slight advantage in terms of gold for one team and a slight advantage XP in another, but it's still just, you know, 1 kill away, 2 kills away, a couple of CS, so there's nothing really in it, even though the graphs have slightly bigger gradients that make it look more scary. Alright, so what are we expecting to see, guys? Well, we're expecting to see some great plays here soon, especially once this Vendetta gets up on Nyx Assassin. He's going to be able to roam a little bit with the Weaver. That combination of being able to dive and look for heroes, well, I should say, dive in and look for people is going to be very good. I think it's going to be set up mostly by this Vendetta... the Vendetta up Nyx Assassin. He's going to find the targets. Everyone else is going to come running in, particularly this Weaver. And they'll find him. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, yet again, I miss another kill. Naga Siren killing Luna. What the hell? Is that bottom lane? Look at that. I don't even know where to look. Yeah, Naga Siren killing that Luna. Luna not having a good time. In fact, FT, they're on fire. Just as much as their little logo shows, they're on fire. 5 kills to 1. iplay on the back foot, and this could still be anyone's game though.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
There's a TP into mid. This is exactly what not to do. TP into a dangerous engagement. He feels like he's chasing down the Invoker. Meanwhile, Nature's Prophet picks off Visage somewhere. Here comes the cold snap, here comes the net, and here comes the stun and the iron sunbeam cannon thing. Man, my miscast. Sunstrike, easy kill. Nice rotation, good teamwork, good cohesion. But overzealous there from the Shadow Demon. He must have been aware that there were some missings. he did have a teammate just get killed by the Nature's Prophet, so he should have been slightly more conservative. But there's not much he could have really done in that scenario. I must give him that. Those heroes dived deep. They came out of nowhere, and it's just unfortunate that he TP'd into that scenario, which they were waiting for. So good plays on one hand, and a little bit of bad luck on the other. Wow, and Anti-Mage almost being killed by Weaver. In fact, Weaver could have dived that and killed him, but Anti-Mage sitting on 67 hit points, needs to blink away, go back to base to heal up, because it's just too dangerous to stay in that lane. Meanwhile, Luna is still, even though she died a couple of times, she is leading the CS. Let's have a look at the network, because the network tells us more. It tells us that Invoker is leading the way, followed by, closely by Luna and Weaver. There's not a hell of a lot in it. In fact, this is really 1 or 2 kills at this time in the game. 1 or 2 kills will really balance it out. Like, you know, Nature's Prophet gets 2 kills. He's going to catch up quite substantially to the leader on the board, which is Invoker. So it's not in the bag for anyone just yet, but it is looking a little dire for the iPlay team. Net comes in onto Luna. She's looking for an escape. Here comes the stun. No sunstrike, so no finish through there. In fact, they choose to retreat because there are reactionary TPs. Good reactions there. At the crowd, I could hear them roaring from 2 minutes ago. So they're liking that escape there from the Shadow Demon. Invoker all of a sudden's up. He's looking for a kill here with his buddy, and it looks like they might find it. Yet again, Shadow is going to be in a bad position. He gets netted, and the damage comes through. There's no... Oh my, there was almost an escape there, and there's a trade-off, but no escape for Shadow Demon, and no escape for these guys as they try to escape under the vision of this rune, under vision of this sentry ward. 1 for 1, but unfortunately no lucky escape this time, Shadow Demon. You got taken down. Big plays, good rotation. These teams doing a lot of rotation, much more than some of the other teams in the earlier matches. And that's shown in the result, 2-8. For the kill count. Let's have a quick look yet again at the graphs. It's only been a few minutes, but I just want to make sure that hasn't changed that much. That hasn't. It's still only 1 or 2 kills in it. Net wet though, it's starting to get slightly away again in the favour of this carry Invoker, who's definitely doing a lot of damage. Look at his right click. He doesn't even have 3 levels. He hasn't even got extorts up. But if he has 3 levels of extort up, he's clicking for over 100. And we'll come back to him shortly, because I want to show you how much right-click potential he has, especially when he gets out those little fire guys. And there's a smoke up here in the bottom lane. They're going in for the anti-mage. They need to time these knockdowns amazingly well. Can they do it? Here comes the nuke! And he gets away with the blink! By the skin of his teeth! They know where he is, and he's looking for escape. Lucky anti-mage. You can't touch this. Should change his name to MC Hammer.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Well, Dire putting a lot of damage, especially this familiars down onto these towers. They're just making sure that they get something for all their poor trades. You know, first tower down, going to them. Gil's going to give them a bit of a goal boost, but it doesn't make up for the fact that they're 6 kills down. Anti-Mage slowly building towards that Preserver. It's going to be a while before he has this Battle Fury. He's not going to get a sub 14 minute Battle Fury, which is optimal. In fact, it looks like he won't even get a sub 20 minute at this rate. So good shutdowns here. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, there's a net and a number and a TP's in. Here comes some more reactionary TPs. There's a Sunstrike. It doesn't hit anybody. Nature's overextends. In comes the Eclipse. Nice finish off, and they also get the Invoker. Double blow. Now they're not 6 deaths down, now they're only 4 down, now they're starting to turn the tide. Good plays there by the Radiant team. Well done here, especially with the Luna coming through right at the last minute with that Eclipse. Anti-Mage still looking for that farm. This is where this is the clutch here. He needs to get that farm. He needs to get that Battle Fury. He needs to start steamrolling out of control, sort of rolling on in terms of his net worth. And he's just not finding that farm. So I don't think he's going to actually have any impact in the mid game. It's only in the late game where he's going to have some items. He's going to be able to have some impact, and that impact is only going to be through mana leak. Meanwhile, we have a tactical pause while the team is smoked up, ready to descend. Their pause comes on. And they're looking for somebody. Let's have a quick look at the items, quickly review what's going on. Boot-wise, everyone's got boots. Conversion mostly on the Radiant team, with 3 out of 5 boots being converted into as you can see there. Lincoln Sphere for Weaver being underway is at about the same rate as the Anti-Mage's Battle Fury, so he is also behind. Visage building that mechanism, and an early BKB for the Shadow Demon, or Shadow Fiend. He's looking for early BKB. Oh, look at all that damage! Anti-Mage gets away again! In fact, if he turns, they may pick someone off. Wow, and that nuke almost one-shots down Lena. She has to run away, but yet again, dun 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 dun. You can't touch this. Anti-Mage getting away, escaping like the cunt he is. That's demoralizing. Everybody knows how demoralizing that is. You're going up against Anti-Mage, and you're 4-manning him. You're laying down all the stuns. You're timing him, and he just blinks away. Meanwhile, Luna farming up. She's also going for the early BKB. A little while away yet. In any case, this game looks like it's going to be the game of BKBs. Everyone's going for early BKBs, except for obviously Invoker, who's picked up a hand of Midas and that 4-staff, so he's got that tactical ability. In fact, Invoker definitely MVP with a net worth at the moment. Look how far ahead he is. Well, I was going to say, look how far ahead he was. He's now only at 5'9" to Lena's 5'3". The gap narrowing somewhat. And the rotation gank's no longer coming out of this Dire team, so they've now gone to push mode, and they want to get some towers. Yeah, everyone going into push mode. Luna's picked up those Moonglaives, and so that's going to naturally start pushing the lane. There's a Naga Siren for the setup. They want her. They're going to get her. Down comes the trees. In comes the net. Here comes the damage. She uses the Eclipse. There's damage in her. It's a cacophony of damage. Can you escape? They turn the tide. 3 for none.
Bottom tower is under attack.
The crowd goes wild. Amazing play there. Nice timed. Eclipse. Perfect execution. That is the biggest play of the game so far. 3 for none. And iplay coming back with vengeance. Gap only now 1 kill difference. FT now feeling like the game is slipping away. Remember, this is the final game for these teams. Whoever wins goes on to the final, guaranteed second place. The loser goes home with nothing but their tears for consolidation. Wow, and you can see in the last few minutes, those graphs, they were sitting at a reasonable level down here. Now, boom, 5,000 gold difference in the favor of the iplay team, who just were handed a bit of a blow there. I should say FT handed a bit of a blow. So iplay coming back with a vengeance, and also with the same with the XP. Good medium level there, sitting under 2k, then bam, straight up to 5k, just from that one team engagement. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, another tower goes down. They're not looking to engage now, actually. The Radiant, the Dire, whom had all this great rotation, now chilling out. Although Radiant coming in here, iplay looking for another engagement. They've got the high ground. Anti-Mage doesn't see it. He walks into it. He gets unloaded on. He's dead. Booyah! We touched this.
Tower is under attack.
No vision. Straight into the high ground.
War has come to Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
And Anti-Mage dies for the first time. Feeling pretty crap right now if I was FT. Massive advantage, good rotation, no farm however, and now it goes all in the way of iplay, who have caught up in kills, lead the graphs and all the manner and such, and now it's their game to throw. I don't think, you know, if they keep rocking the way they are, they will take this game. Because I don't see the other team thing. And look, Weaver's going to go into Desolator early. BKB now being finished on Luna. Anti-Mage still hasn't got anywhere near enough to finish off this Perseverance for Battle Fury. And when he gets it, it's not even 20 minutes. Subpar 30-minute Battle Fury. So he's having a very difficult time. And Voka doing really well, is the only person on their team with any real balls doing anything. That's a little bit because of the great laning setup he had. Naga's working against him in that last engagement. She herself is also disfarmed. Meanwhile, on the top, they're wanting to hunt out this Weaver. This is maybe a bit of a bait. The rest of the team isn't there, and they're actually answering to the push from the mid lane from the Invoker. Nyx heads to retreat. He's a little bit low in health. Smoke up here.
Tower is under attack.
Smoke up going. Looking to catch somebody. Looks like they might try and bait out a bit of action here. But the Dire, they're not having any of it. They're looking just to pull back. They're not going to get caught out of position. No, they are. Anti-Mage. They see Anti-Mage. No, they're not.
War has come to Radiant's bottom tower.
Yeah, Anti-Mage. He blinks away, but it's too late. Here comes the damage. Booyah! Another death for Anti-Mage. That guy going down. Nobody likes him. Blink out of that.
War has come to Radiant's bottom tower. Dire's top tower.
Now the Glaive's going to work. All the right clicking down on the lane.
Radiant's bottom tower
Those waves are mounting. Luna looking to pick up the farm at the bottom. TPing bottom, going to counter up this tree's push. In fact, this tower's going to go down. She better be looking to deny it. Can she do it? Can she do it? She does deny. Well played there, KZZZ.
To destroy, much like Cordwood, but Dire's top
She looks like she's building into Blade of Valkyrie. Yeah, Yasha, she's going to go for that Manta, early Manta, which is great. Well, it's not early, nicely timed Manta, and that's going to help with those glaives. They all bounce around, and it's going to be a nightmare now once she finishes that.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yet again, another engagement! Can they get it? No, Anti-Mage, he's surely going to blink at it. He does. There's a slow. He hangs around because he knows he's got teammates. Not enough follow-through from the team. Not enough other teammates, but yet another scare for Anti-Mage, who's feeling a little weepish right now. Consolidating the fact that he was close to that Perseverance, and now he's yet again having to fight for last hits to try and get that Perseverance. That Battle Fury only a few right clicks away now. Sub 25 minute Battle Fury, or over 25 minutes into the game. Late Battle Fury. Meanwhile, the rest of the Radiant team, they're trolling their way down the mid lane, pushing damage on the tower. They feel they've got the advantage. They sense the momentum. It's in their favor, and I have to say, they're playing like they are champion.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. If Dire's middle tower was worth a damn, it would still be standing.
Both teams looking to rotate into the top here a little bit. Looking for those kills if they can find them. Of course, it's all going to come down to out of position heroes, and we may see somebody being out of position. Oh wait, Nick's revealing himself. We're going too far over the edge there. They've got the high ground. There's no warding there, so all they have to do is be patient, and they will pick off this Invoker. And here they go. Invoker, he hasn't got any Ghost Wall primed. So this, if they go on this now, they will get a kill. They've been engaged though from the other end. They pick off Lena, no problem. Anti-Mage is just farming. Anti-Mage couldn't care less that his teammate is dying right next to him. Chooses to farm. Invoker doesn't see the danger? Are you kidding me? Now he's got nowhere to run. He has no Ghost Walk. He has to force stuff him out. Wow, good play though. He's looking to escape through the high ground. He's looking to Doki. He has to use a TP out. That was his mechanism for escape. Missed by me. I thought he was being a bit foolish there, but he did have a plan in mind, though it was a risky and dangerous one. Yeah, they're looking to hunt for this courier if they can find it. Otherwise, it looks like they're going for this rush. 34-minute rush. Nicely timed rush. They've got the amulet, so they will be able to drive down this rush pretty quickly. Given that they have the armor debuff from both the amulet and Shadow Fiend. Nice pickup. Radiant none the wear. And in fact, they're out of position. If they're not careful, these two guys could get picked off. These Dire guys, I should say. No, they instead choose. The Radiant instead choose to push down to the bottom lane and now push it up. Let's have a look at the graphs now. 10,000, over 10,000 XP and nearly a 9,000 gold advantage to the Radiant team. iplay coming back from a terrible start. You know, FT started so strong, good rotation through. Don't know what happened. They lost one team fight, and then they stopped that rotation, which was so key to how their team was working. Now they're just racing it off. Happy to trade a tier 2 for tier 2. In fact, it's a base race. It looks like it's going to be a full-blown base race. Yeah, it is, and they're going in for the base race. Weaver looking to try and drive off as much as possible. The STP's coming in. Glyph forced. Invoker, Lena coming back.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
They do find Luna, but she has got the Aegis. When she comes out of this, she's going to be a force to reckon with. Naga Siren, nice setup, but what are they going to follow through with?
His face down in the dirt.
Nothing to follow through. Ults galore, and they're on the run. Well, that's the problem. Oh, wait. Nature's there. Nature's comes through. Anti-Mage finishes off Shadow Demon, but he's going to pay for it with his life. So is Naga Siren. She goes down. Buybacks everywhere. This is the battle. This is the game. We love to call Dota, and that's the problem with Naga Siren. Well-placed Naga Siren, nothing to follow it up with. So you're just standing around with your thumb up your ass, waiting for 20 seconds or however long they can describe as, and you can't do anything. All the abilities, all the cooldowns already being used before that engagement. That Naga Siren coming too late. Not in a while has anyone come back from being wrecked to win the game, and they have been wrecked first. You know, TI3 showed us that not a single team that was wrecked early actually came back and won their matches. So these guys have a potentially long and arduous uphill game to go before they can come back, but I don't see it. You know, this Desolator with the Shadow Fiend aura with an amulet. Whoever gets hit by that is going to mount. So there's no chance here for any prolonged battle. It's gonna be a push right down the middle. Look at those glaives! The illusion glaives! Look at them! There's just so many! What can you do? What can you do? Where's your answers? Hit and run, hit and run. This is what the Radiant team's gonna do. And we've got we've got this poor Die team. Hug it up in the battle. You know, Anti-Mage, he's got that Battle Fury. He's now building into something.
The red mist spreads at Radiant's middle tower.
Don't know. But he's so far behind in CS. He's got 8,000 to Luna's 13,000.
Radiant's top tower
He
is
can
under
do it,
attack.
but it's gonna be too late. There goes the mid tower. Here comes the mid Rex.
Backs need something.
Anti-Mage comes in. What can he do?
Tower is under attack.
He can do. The only thing he can do is deny.
Dire's middle
And this is unfortunate. And look, oh, look at the damage.
wishes it unlike axe ever.
So much damage going down.
Observes
A
carnage
bit of a
under
premature
raid on
ult there
Radiant's
from
top
Luna.
tower.
But they're just going to rotate top. They're not going to take any chances. They're just going to right-click down this tower. And look at its HP just melt away. Tactical pause!
Heaven or hell.
And
Dire's top tower is Radiant's top tower.
we see the
is
damage
under
being knocked out.
attack.
There's nothing. GG! iplay go on to the final. Guaranteed second place.
Barons have learned the hard Radiant's
FT,
top tower is
eliminate from the competition, have nothing but their tears for consolidation, and they can go home now and cry themselves to sleep. But well played to both teams. I was Amiga Kai, and we'll be here for the final, which will be hopefully in a few minutes between iplay and BGA. Oh, I forget what they're called now. But great play there. Great.